A new Netflix documentary got released about Jussie Smollett last week, and dude, if you watch this and actually think that this guy might be innocent, I feel bad for you, dog. So as you can see in the cover, it's called The Truth About Jussie, because even the documentary doesn't know for sure if it's the truth, because it's not. So not only does this documentary provide all of the additional context as well as facts, as well as eyewitness interviews from the brothers that he hired to do it, how it all went down, all the rest, behind the scenes footage, like from their interviews and in the jail cells, etc. It like completely timelines every part of the events from beginning to end. But what I never anticipated that this documentary would do is actually try to contend that this dude is innocent because of the corrupt Chicago Police Department. It's like, the Chicago Police Department can be historically corrupt, but not this time, dude. Jussie just goes out in a polar vortex and gets attacked this MAGA country in like the most leftist liberal part of Chicago at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Some dude's just carrying around a rope. And part of the doubt that the documentary is casting, they're like, what if he was telling the truth? It's like, dog, what are you smoking? There was like supposedly some woman walking her dog at the same time, and she said she saw a white guy standing near the front of Jussie's building with a rope in his back pocket. Oh! 2 o'clock in the morning, walking the dog in the dark, and you see a rope hanging out of his pocket. And it's like, okay, well, there's a lot of cameras around there, so where's the camera of the guy with the rope following Jussie all the way over to the subway, waiting for him to go into the subway, waiting for him to come out of the subway, and then accosting him with another guy that wasn't even there with the rope that he supposedly had? And then they, it's so funny watching this. And then they show this other clip where these two guys are walking in a well-lit area that they had followed back from where Jussie was. And they're all like, that's two white men. And it's like, what are you even looking at? The two brothers that did it, they showed them the picture. He's like, that's me and my brother. The hairline looks like the brother. The shape looks like the brother. The skin looks like the brother. The brother goes, that's me and my brother. And they're like, that's clearly a white man. Dog, what are you even looking at? And it's so funny because this dude was out of the spotlight. Like, yo, you ruined your life. You ruined your career. Like, can't imagine a person hiring or wanting to watch this guy. It's like, you had a couple years under your belt. Now you're going to come out and like quadruple down that this stuff really happened when there's like all this evidence to show that it clearly did not. And it's like, it's so funny because if you're just like a rational human person and you just look at it, you're like, this is obviously not true. It's like, oh, somebody puts a rope around his neck and then he keeps it around his neck for 45 minutes until the cops get there to show them what it looks like. You pull it off immediately. He also gets into some fist fight, but like manages to save his sandwich and just walk home. You're also making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and you couldn't like order DoorDash or something. You know what I mean? Like you got to go and walk out in the polar vortex. He's like, oh, I walked to Walgreens. I thought it was 24 hours, but it was closed. Bro, you don't have Google? It's a major American city. Don't you think if you were going to walk in like sub-zero temperatures, you would Google to see if the place was open? You know what I mean? Like literally none of it makes sense, dude. And he writes a handwritten check to the guy that he has beat him up. It's like, dude, then he won't give his phone to the police because on his phone he's like, yo, I need to talk to you about something on the low. And he says it's like a herbal steroid. Dude, the whole thing is hilarious. Like, honestly, one of the funniest documentaries I've seen about something that is so clearly a lie. And they try to paint it like it's like, could he be innocent? Bro, it's like, give it up, Jussie. And he's an actor, and his acting is so fake. He can't even act for a story that's about his real own life. This is why actors don't write the script, you know? This is why. Jussie, please stop, dude. Literally no one believes you, bro. Oh yeah, they literally subpoenaed all the rideshare and taxi rides in that general vicinity at that time, and there was literally only one. And the one that they got that dropped them off a block away from their house was these guys that happened to work on Empire with Jussie that he knew personally. They want to pretend there's some guy with a rope. Yo!